Hello and welcome to a new Lost Maps update. Now, some of you, I don't know if any of you can guess why I do this, but this is like a video log of each week of my progress, and then at the end of the course or whenever I have to run the gaming, I can use this as more planning documentation saying, look, here's a log of everything I've done each week or whatever, and it's more grades really, better grade. So as you'll see, it looks a little bit different. The actual, what you would call it, the on-screen GUI has disappeared, but it's not disappeared, it's still here. I've just hid it for the purpose of what I'm doing. So everything's pretty much the same. Mouse look's been disabled temporarily, but you can see everything's the same, but I've added a couple more things. So now you've got rope here, and it was originally called string, but there was a lot of errors in that area because you have string as in toString and string as in the variable, so it had to be called rope instead. But as you can see, this is rope, pretty much. I know it's a sewing needle before anybody says, but the icons pack which I've got, which if I can remember where the link is, I'll put a description in it, which is all these icons, doesn't have rope or string, so it had that, but yeah. And then the next one is, if you can't guess, that's fire, so you collect it. It's fire. I know you can't actually collect fire, but I'm into mines in which to have like kindle or steel and something. Because if I have steel and coal, or flint and steel, that's it, then it's a lot like Minecraft too much. But yeah. So we have them two, and what I've got here is a little box here, minus the texture of it. That's just for planning, I promise. But yeah, crafting box. Everyone's been requesting it, so I'm planning it into Lost Maps. So you press C, and for now, if I put my inventory back up, it hides me mouse. Is right here. Is you get 8 sections. So you've got swords, mace, spear, dagger, staff, bow, axe, crossbows. So you click one, swords, and it'll show you have 2 swords you can select. This is a wooden sword. It requires 2 wood, 1 rope. So as you can see, 2 iron, 1 rope for an iron sword. The way I've gone around this is a wooden sword. Well, the thing, you've got the blade, you've got the thing what goes, the sheath I think it is, what goes across, and then you've got the handle. So the long blade, the sheath, or the handle. So 2 wood is 1 for the handle and the blade mixed it together, and then 1 for the sheath, so and then rope to tie it up. For the iron, it's same again. Yeah, 1 iron bar, 1 iron across rope. And you've got all sorts of different things. So misc, you've got there's your fire, so rope. I swear that said string a minute ago, but never mind. Anyway, so fire, you got iron pipe, wooden stick. A wooden stick simply a stick that you can hit people with. You have to craft it though, simply because to make it like an object, so you're not carrying a log around, basically. Wooden spear is 4 wood, so 4 sticks on top of each other. You can magically put them together in this. 2 wood and a bit of iron and rope. I don't know why, but yeah, it's a smaller spear. You got daggers, crossbows, axes, bows, and staffs. So you've got all them to different do. And if you do click craft, it doesn't actually craft yet. But as you can see, if I double click my console, you just made a wooden axe. And for all this up here, I'm going to explain this now. So we've made a wooden axe. That's crafting, basically, what I've done. So the next thing I'm going to show you is the automatic process I've made for the stats. So if I drag this one across here, just so enough you can see it, as you can see here, we have all the different stats of our things. So we've got stats for our entities, which has all been done, and these automatically load. So if I click play, you'll see these bottom entities and the player automatically update. So if I click play, you'll see, boom, all the player entities have just been added, and you've got every single detail what they need to be. Very, very short as well, scripting wise. I'll show you that after. But what I've also done is made it so materials and weapons do the same. I'm currently working on armor, edible, and ammo, but as you can see, when I click it, these automatically update and they find icons for each other and set everything. But you'll notice the icons don't have 0, 1 like I did in the tutorials, because recently I found a much better way to do that. And the same for the weapons, as you can see. The weapons, there is a little thing that I say, I haven't actually got the textures for the weapons. What it instead does is shows the missing icon. If I get that, as you can see, that's that there, missing texture, blah blah blah. But a few of them has got them, like Sentinel's crossbow, that has one, and the fire stick. that one has textures. But yeah, so really to do, and I'm just going to show you how quickly it is actually to add a new, what you call it, material, new weapon. That's it. So first thing I'm going to do is go and open up my weapon stats script. So you see, if I go to this, double click it, you can't see that bit yet. You'll see that it looks like there's a lot here, but it's really simple. I'm just trying to show that so you can see it. But here's the basics of it. So weapon.add, it uses a new feature called list, which we haven't used before, but we will be going into it because it's kind of an array, but much better array. Yeah. So weapons.add, it adds to it, so you no longer have to keep track what's already there. It just piles it on top. And then you can see it adds loads of data to it, and then some more here. So it's really simple the way it does it, because the recipes, that's how I've done it, is down here. So that gets all the icons. I'll explain in a minute. Class weapons is the default one, and then the recipe doesn't call a string and an int, but instead calls material recipe, which is another class below. And this stores the materials and amounts, so that gives you the ability to pretty much do anything you want. So if we just go through the process of one of these, the things I've got to add are in the textures folder. So here, I'm going to add a stone spear or a stone axe, which is them there. Stone axe, stone spear. That's what I'm going to add, really simply. So, I'm going to go back to here, and I'm going to duplicate one of the axes. So iron axe. And all we're going to do is the first one is what it's called, so stone axe. The next one is your player's amount. The next one is your texture or icon. Then you've got damage, buy price, sell price, I apologise. Damage, sell. I need to find a better one for them. Damage, mana damage, health damage. And then this is a stone axe. And the type is something cool what I haven't showed you yet. It's called an enum. I think I showed it in a previous Lost Maps thing. Basically it stores what type it is. It's kind of a drop down box. I'll show you that in a minute in the inspector. But it's a type of an axe. You can see I've laid them out there. And this is where we get the cool things. So if I just delete one of these a minute, you can paste as many of these as you want here, because then you just keep increasing it. So say for a stone axe, what do we need? Well, we need wood for the actual base of it. So how many wood do we need? We'll say 1. And then I'll duplicate this and just put a comma after it. Like so. And then instead of wood, we now need stone. And we can say we need 1 stone. So that'll create a stone axe. But we also need string to attach it, or rope. So I'm going to copy rope from here because it's already here, and just paste it in after. And now, if we save it, it'll automatically find the icon and everything too. And the reason it does this is for this clever code here. It basically scans everything in textures, icons, weapons, and gets all of them. Then using these 2 for loops, it scans all our items, so all these, so I think there's like 15 or so. And then it scans everything we already have, and then aligns them properly, pretty much. We will be doing this shortly. And if it can't find a texture for it, after it's finished this for loop here, then it prints, could not find texture, blah blah. You won't see that in game, but that's for the debugging part. It'll tell you what it can't find texture for, and it'll use it, replace it with missing icon instead. So that's it. We've just successfully added it. So if I click play and show you the stats, you can see it's successfully added stone axe right there, and it has got a texture too, and name, it's all assigned properly. And then if I go to my crafting table, which is over here, and you can use multiple ones, so I can choose to use that one or this one. So I press C, you can see we go axes, stone axe has been added, 1 wood, 1 stone, 1 rope, exactly how we added it in here. So really simple to add it. Not bragging or anything, but it's a tiny bit easier to add items into here than it is Minecraft. I've tried it, it's longer than this. The recipe for this is all in one line, it's all here, easy. So yeah, the next thing I've been doing, because that's pretty much anything in this I have been doing, is making better walking animations, which I showed you last week in the motion capture theory, but then I finished it and I'm here to show you where it ended up as now, just as an outro. So while 3ds Max loads up because it's taking its time, I did also make this new concept art for the grand opening of what's coming out shortly, hopefully. Yes, the Lost Maps concept it's not the official game art, it's just some concept art, and you can see the basics of it. This is on Facebook Facebook group if you want to see a better quality. But you have wagons because that's what you'll be able to drive, as in, yeah. You have knights, priests, monster type of things, which is the lava demons. I'm not 100% sure about that. Villagers, you have the logo, game company logo. That was a 5-minute job, please don't rip that to shreds. You have warships, because yes, you're having warships. Come on, it's not cool otherwise. There is a knight in the middle, you can't see it, but you never can on GTA games. You have a Warzone castle battle, which will be happening. You have a map, which has been cut into 3 sections for the lost maps, yeah, makes sense. And then you have some monks, because that's what the people are going to look like, hopefully, because that looks awesome. But yeah. So here we are, back in 3ds Max, and you can see we have our character looking slightly better before, still got the seams like that. But if I delete the camera so it's not in the way, you can see we have 470 frames and there are loads of different animations in it. So off the top of my head, the first one is idle, so if I'll just turn the speed down. And a little program's come to my attention which I've been practicing with, Make Human. If you haven't seen it, check it out, it's really good. I'll be doing a short video just explaining the features of it soon. A lot of people have recommended it and I was like, it's just another package, I don't really want to use it. Then I checked it out and I'm like, oh, I want to use it, it's good. Better models than this and anything, and they're all completely different as well, so we won't have all the same characters in. If you haven't seen that video, it should be up with this one, so please check it out, it's really good. It's free as well, it is in alpha so you'll get bugs of course, but hey, check it out. So, thank you for watching, I really hope you liked it. If you want a tutorial on the crafting, what I've done so far, please comment below, because a lot of people have wanted it, but I don't know if you're wanting Minecraft style crafting, so you go up and click, drag, click, drag, click, drag, but the principle is the exact same. I could just adapt it. But yeah, so that's all good, really easy to add stuff. Same with materials. Things what you collect on land are a bit different, because things like this, you need to add 2 of them. You need one which you collect, and then you need to have another prefab which you actually spawn, kind of. So armour, you need one what you spawn. Materials, not so much. But yeah. So thank you for watching, I really hope you liked it. If you've got any questions, please comment below, I will gladly answer them. Yeah, see you next time. Please join my Facebook group and hit the thumbs up.